Now that is a personal question. Judson T. Landis sounds like the Lost Dukes of Hazzard character. The continuing story of a quack who's gone to the dogs. The question's not answered for them, and it's not answered for me, then why am I here? Well, you know, that question's not phrased very well. I'll have you know. The Amazing Adventures of White People! Oh, she's just upset because she's in this movie. Stupid-ass flowers. That'll be my dealer about the shipment.
Bonnie, are you there?
That's for me.
Take it easy.
Hello?
Gee.
Yes, he's here. It's for you, Barney.
Bonnie?
Told you so.
Marie,
Oh, yes, Alice.
It's his secretary.
Marie, you're upset about something. I do wish you'd try going out with some of the other boys as well as Jeff.
Why? Mother, I like Jeff a lot.
Well, I know, dear. I like him, too.
But he's been dead for 3 years.
After all, there are other boys in the world.
If there are, I wish one of them had called.
Now, would you date with one if he did call?
Date with one?
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather go out with Jeff, but I wish the others wouldn't ignore me so.
Maybe they don't
Mother,
like you.
That's the whole trouble. Jeff doesn't ask me, he just shows up.
Drunk as a sailor.
He knows I'll be waiting for him, so he doesn't call. And neither does anyone else.
Then I strike.
There are disadvantages to going steady.
Going steady?
Performing search. Found 0 results.
Yes. I guess I have been going steady with Jeff. We never talked about it,
It sounds kind of gay, actually.
but then we've dated regularly for quite a while. But it's not serious. Really, it isn't.
I'm just using him for soda pop.
I hope Jeff doesn't feel that he has the right to take liberties.
Oh, Mother.
You don't know the half of
That
it.
was Alice. She wanted me to come over and make some fudge with her.
Mail your jokes to Fun with Shorts, care of YouTube.
Oh, but I guess I'll go anyway.
Don't worry, Marie. I'm sure that if Jeff likes you as much as you seem to like him, he'll be over.
Did you even listen to me? Hey, it's Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin. Joaquin. The most pathetic phone ever.
Hello?
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh, hello, Jeff.
Diane, you know the senior class play is coming up a week from next Friday.
I'm playing Tartuffe.
Well, I'd wonder if you'd like to go with me.
You know, so I don't have to kidnap you.
Thanks, Jeff, but you know I'm going steady, don't you? Hal and I. Besides, what's happened between you and Marie?
Between me and Marie.
She's a girl.
What?
Jeff, Marie is my friend. Besides, everybody knows you two are going steady. Don't try to pretend.
Which Marie are we
Going
talking
steady?
about?
Me? Well, thanks anyway, Diane.
Poor dope, outacted by a telephone.
Going steady? Everybody knows.
She sure did say a lot of
Everybody but
stuff.
Me. Am I going steady? What does that mean? How did I get into this anyway?
Where am I?
Well, I have had quite a few dates with Marie.
But she always wears that same square
We've had
sweater.
Fun, too. Lots of fun.
As seen here.
We've liked each other all along.
They date in outer space,
We've
apparently.
done all sorts of things together. Like the time I taught Marie how to skate. We sort of, well, we seem to get along.
I'll say.
I like it that way.
There was magic in that soundstage.
Yes. It's fun to date Marie. But going steady, that makes it sound so exclusive.
So dumb.
Everybody knows, eh?
Well, they shall know my wrath.
It's great to have you spend an evening at home for a change, Jeff. Quite a while since we played.
Jeff's dad is Larry King.
Your move. Your move.
Cut.
This Marie Miller you've been dating seems like a fine girl.
Yes, she is.
Let's take some calls now, son.
Are you sure you want to move there?
I guess I better not play anymore tonight. I'm not so hot.
Your mother and I think
Alright.
you're very hot.
Something else on your mind?
Think you can
Well-
take me?
The kids have all got the idea that Marie and I are going steady.
Uh-huh.
Well, get the hickory switch.
You, haven't dated anyone else for quite a while.
But we haven't agreed on anything. I mean, we haven't even talked about going steady. We just...
You just sort of...
Force your tongue down
go
her throat.
steady. Perhaps that's the best way to go about it. You've dated Marie a few times. You've enjoyed the dates together.
Yes.
You're in the habit of dating each other.
You're sinners.
As long as you don't make any commitments, as long as you don't expect too much of each other.
That's funny, Dad. I half expected you to be mad when I told you.
Now he looks like Bob
A few
Saget.
years ago, you used to worry if I dated the same girl twice in a row.
Yes, Mother and I used to worry about you going steady. Still do some. But you're older now.
What are you, like 30?
Mother and I think that you're better able to cope with the problems that go with going steady.
Yes.
I don't remember
You played
speaking
the
to you.
field for 2 or 3 years, Jeff. Now you begin to settle on one girl. To date her rather steadily for a while.
Date the crap out of
course,
her.
the first time you go steady, you don't expect it to be permanent.
Permanent.
Mother and I went steady for quite a while. But it wasn't the first time for either of us.
It's called settling,
What
son.
it means is you'll likely go steady with several different girls before you begin to think seriously about marriage.
Can it, Grandma?
Oh, well, who's thinking about getting married?
A lot of young people do actually drift into marriage.
It's shameful.
Without first finding out how they get along with more than just one person.
Enjoy this pause.
Yes. I think I understand better now.
Broads are trouble.
Come on, Dad. Let's play some more checkers.
Oh, I guess I can skin you again.
Not this time.
Don't mouth me, son. If it doesn't hurt, you're not pretty.
You know, I think this is going to turn out all right.
Oh, I guess so.
Can the tood, Marie.
Marie, I don't know whether I ought to tell you, but
What?
You look like
Jeff
alfalfa.
asked me for a date. Naturally, I refused. You know, I think you ought to make a bargain with him. Make him promise not to date anyone else.
Swallow his soul.
Well, how do I know I won't want to date someone else myself?
Well, if you do, you can break up with Jeff. Go steady with the next fellow.
Then why go steady at all?
So it'll hurt more when you
Why
dump
not
him, silly.
circulate a little? Besides, do you think we're old enough to go steady?
Well, how old should you be?
I'd say at least
Oh,
43.
you don't know how wonderful it is. Hal and I can depend on each other. I never have to worry whether I'll have a date.
I don't have to think at all.
It's so good to know that you belong to somebody. You don't have to make an effort to be at your best all the time.
This is sick.
Well, what about petting? I mean, I've heard you can get too deeply involved if you're going steady.
Well, just don't go to those kind of zoos.
I know what you mean. Some boys think they can take advantage of you if you date them more than a couple of times. It's natural when a couple goes steady that they're closer together, but you have to know when to stop.
It's easy when you're
Somehow
Catholic.
that doesn't sound the way I want it to be. Seems crude.
What?
Know when to stop.
Marie's gonna make a
You
good
live your
grandmother
own life.
someday.
But if you take my advice, you'll get your man and you'll go steady. There. All done. I'll get
Wow,
my
she
thing.
really slutted her up.
I wonder, do I have to decide? Can't I just wait and see what happens?
I don't really care what happens. Can I go?
I don't know how Jeff feels about all this.
Go steady for a while with several different girls.
Dumb as a brick.
Enjoy it. Learn about yourself and about different kinds of girls.
Get rejected a lot.
But don't expect too much. Don't make any commitments. That makes sense.
Thank you, mirror face. Why is he picking her up at 4 in the morning? Calm down, honey. It's just Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. Come on in.
I hope you're not busy tonight. I don't have anything planned, but I did want to say hello. Well, hello.
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 Wouldn't you want to play some records?
Sure. But first, I did have one thing planned. Would you like to go to the senior play with me next Friday?
I'd love to. Thanks for asking. It sort of helps if I can plan ahead.
Yeah.
Panties. What?
I see. I'll try to ask you ahead of time, sometimes.
And I'll try to say yes. Sometime. How about the records?
Sure. This is going to be fun.
Good thing they drew some boundaries there, otherwise this might get out of hand. Will you be frigid and emasculating like Marie, or slightly less frigid and emasculating like Diane? Coronet Films reminds you to sort of date people, but not really date them. Good night.